source, and we're still searching. As a follow-up to last meeting's report, I'm continuing research towards a single waste hauler for the township. Earlier today, I met with representatives from 5 of the area's waste hauler companies. This was a fact-finding meeting to do some Q&A and get a little bit smarter on this and explore the opportunity for the single hauler contract for Concord Township. We had a very good discussion. I did get some great feedback from them, and that will help to finalize a potential bid document. I still believe this initiative will save the majority of residents money, and it provides expanded services, curbside yard waste, recycling, bulk pickup along with their regular trash. So I'm going to be tweaking the draft bid document that we have, and then I'm going to send it back to the law director for another review once I've incorporated some of the great feedback that we got from the trash companies. I want to note, we discussed this at the last meeting, and then also it came up during coffee with the administrator. I've received a couple of calls. The township general number has received a couple of calls expressing a desire for this initiative with positive feedback. The main factor seems to be the expansion of services that bring recycling and yard waste curbside. I did receive one call from a resident who was not in favor of the initiative. So we did get one that preferred to just leave it as is. Moving on, sure.
The person that called to say they were not in favor of the single trash hauler, what was the reason?
It's a township thing. We're a township. We shouldn't be mandated. Residents like cities and villages are, don't over-regulate us.
That's what we heard in the past.
We've heard that before, yeah.
Yeah.
We've heard that before.
We heard that before when we explored it in late 2019, but I'm getting a lot less of those calls, and I'm getting a lot more of the, and I think part of it is trash costs have gone up post-pandemic, inflation, fuel costs, and getting a township-wide trash contract will likely result in a savings, not for every resident, but for the majority of residents, I believe, and the expanded services of, yard waste at the curb. Now you're not hauling it somewhere. You're getting your recycle at the curb baked into the same cost. You're getting bulk pickup at the curb, so when you got to throw grandma's couch away, you can easily do that without going through a lot of rigmarole, plus your regular trash service.
Well, I guess my comment, I certainly appreciate that limited government kind of thing, but we keep getting hit with this yard waste deal, and we can either grow by hiring enough people to do that, or having to raise taxes or find the money to afford to do that, or we can do it. So we're solving a problem in a lean government way, which is also a township way.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's interesting because go back to 2019 when we all took calls from different people, and it seemed like there's a pretty even play of people for it and against it. But now it seems like there's been more of a shift to there seems to be more people for it. And I think a lot of that has to do with, and I know I've received a lot of calls about complaints about trash haulers coming early in the morning and going up and down the roads all day long, and how that impacts our roads and how it impacts neighborhoods with different trash haulers going in and out all day long. So I think, and you're right, the monetary issue, I think the costs have gone up. I know mine have.
Right.
So there's going to be, I think, considerable savings to most residents. So we're sort of seeing the shift from 19 to maybe this might be the way to go.
Well, it's like everything. I think these issues, people look at us often. I feel like, so simple, do this, that. And it's not simple. It's complex. And there's a lot of moving parts to this. And I think we have to, to me, what a township is a lot of things. It is limited government, but it's also efficient. And we're a growing community that has needs, and we have to solve those needs and services.
Well, hearing from our service director on the impact the roads have, if there's 4 or 5 different haulers running on the roads every single day, we have to think about that
Right.
impact on our spending.
And that costs
That
our
costs a
road
lot of
budget.
money, and our picking up road, or when we do the pickup, that's
fall.
our staff.
Yep.
All the brush days, yeah.
Brush days. But I think too, I think about the person that has very, very little garbage, that doesn't throw grandma's couch away, that doesn't recycle, that has maybe one bag, a week. So, we think about those folks too.
I'm sure we'll have more
Yeah.
conversation as this
Yes.
goes along. No
Yes.
decision obviously has been
Right,
made
no.
at this
No.
point.
Right.
No decision.
Okay,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
your work,
Mr.
Andy.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Yep.